What's going on, guys? Spiteful Hopes back again with a review video on Szayelaporro Christmas Edition, man. He's a good power character, but overall I think he's more focused on PvE. He is an Arankar and a Spada, and his killer is, for some reason, Arankar. He requires 3 Hogyoku to awaken, as usual, for non-free characters. He has Sprinter with Flash Step of 1, Havoc, increased strong attack area of effect 20%, increased normal attack damage 20%, increased normal attack area of effect 20%, increased strong attack damage by 40%, which is pretty damn good, and Bombardment, which makes him a really good boss killer since he also has Poison on his super. His super is full screen, which is pretty damn nice. He is the 5th overall power character in terms of stats. He's 2nd in attack, and he's 6th in SP. Every other stat is pretty damn lacking, unfortunately. His soul tree does require defense jewels to max out, which is pretty damn nice, and he does not need any raid material, such as the other Christmas characters and New Year's. Now let's quickly move on to his strong attack damage build. Full strong attack damage with 50% spiritual pressure and a tension tie with 20% attack. He has an SP stat of 797 with this setup. Also take into account that he has a soul trait of recover 20% stamina between quest areas, which makes him really good for using as a soul trait if you need it, or he can be self-sufficient when it comes to PvE content, such as co-op raids. Now his normal attack damage string is kind of hard to pull off with multiple enemies, as you can see. He has an 8, 16, 24 timers on his strong attacks, and his normal attack string is just like that of Kisuke, the Mind Kisuke that has been released. I'm not sure if all Kisukes are like that. His Vortex does last long enough to deal some good damage with normal attacks, or possibly with his 3rd skill. His 1st skill and 3rd skill do deal pretty good damage for what it is, for the type of attacks they are. So as you can see here, they all do guard break melee, so he is never in want of something to guard break if he needs it. He hits for about 2k for each one of the attacks. I think it hits either 3 or 4 times. I believe that it's more than 2, but I'm not 100% sure. His 3rd skill does hit multiple times and does do pretty damn good damage, and it has very good range. So let's move on to strong attack recharge time. We can get into his special move later. So he's going to be using the same accessories, except this time he'll be using full strong attack recharge time build. This was before I had my Rangaku maxed out. Let me know if you guys want me to use Rangaku as a strong attack cooldown recharge time link. I find if I use specialty links, it might muddy up the review. So his normal attacks hit for about 1600. His 1st and 3rd skill now hit for about 1200 to 1400, with his Vortex hitting for now 400 to 500 range. He has very good control, and the strong attack recharge time does make him a very good candidate for strong attack recharge time when it comes to PvE content. I remember very well that I used to use him as strong attack recharge time when it came down to frenzy events and the such. I do love his Vortex, and his 1st skill actually has very good range. It actually can pick up the stragglers to your side, so even if they're slightly behind you, as long as they're not directly behind you, you will hit them. Now let's do his special and see how much damage he does. Now as you can see, he dealt about half of Toshiro's health, and the poison did almost the rest of it, and my friend that I accidentally brought along pretty much finished the job for me. Now let's quickly max out this chappy. I hadn't really a reason to max it out until I decided to do the Baragon review and the Szayelaporro review. I did do the Szayelaporro review first, but Baragon seemed the more popular character to actually do a review on. So let's try normal attack damage, full normal attack damage links, except this time he will be double chappy with 40% stamina and the tension tie with 20% attack. So his bombardment will still do some form of damage, which is not bad, honestly, but that's not what he's going to be great at. So his Vortex is dealing about 200 to 240 damage per tick, along with dealing 2200 to 2800 per swing of normal attack, which is pretty damn nice, honestly. Unfortunately, there's a lot less control when it comes to this aspect. As you can see, I'm getting ticked down, but I am hitting them for a lot of damage. I can actually clear some enemies relatively quickly with just the Vortex, and then coming in clutch with the normal attacks. I love Vortex characters so much, they're so good. So I would recommend him for PvE, but I would not really recommend him for PvP. He's usable, sure, but I usually am very strict when it comes to my characters that I can use for PvP. But since Szayelaporro has Bombardment and Poison, I do find him as being one of the best characters to use for co-op raids, and also have him in a backline for single player content. So overall, if I take into account PvE, I'd rate him an 8 out of 10. For PvP, I would rate him a 5 out of 10 simply because he just really doesn't stack up stat-wise in terms of what most players can do. Honestly, if I see a Szayelaporro Christmas edition in PvP, my Dangai's hitting it, and my Dangai will kick his ass. Keep in mind that he is an Espada, and Dangai Ichigo is usually your main competition when it comes down to it. So y'all know what it is, guys. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed, guys, stay blessed. As you can see, even with Bombardment and Chappies, he still does pretty good damage. He took down almost half of Toshiro's health and was able to kill most of the enemies. So y'all know what it is. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care.